Good morning, students. Today I am discussing the another topic of your syllabus of knowledge, traditions, and management practices of India of your course. And and the topic for the today class is types of land, Deva Matruka and Nari Matruka. Just give a brief introduction about the types of land, Deva Matruka, Nari Matruka. Understanding the classification of land is crucial for various purposes, including agriculture, real estate development, and environmental conservation. Its texts are available in ancient Indian text, particularly in Arthashastra by Kautilya. Land is classified into different types based on various factors such as fertility, location, and the natural resources available. Two important types of land discussed in ancient Indian literatures are Deva Matruka and Adi Matruka. These are two types of land available on the ancient Indian literature. We should have understanding what is land is all about, the importance of land, the types of and classification of land, the usage of land, use of land for various purposes, for agriculture purposes, for real estate development, and for environmental conservation. There are various uses of land. You should know, as a student, you should know about these terms in your syllabus, in your paper. You should know about your ancient Indian history, about your ancient Indian text and all. You should know these terms. Then come to the types of land. Just give introduction to types of land. Land is a fundamental resource essential for various human activities. You can use land for a shed purposes. For living purposes, we are using land. For rent purposes, we are using land. For agriculture purposes, we are using land. For maintenance of bridges, roads, and dams, we are using land and all. For maintenance of hotels, industries, we are using land. Buildings and offices, we are using land. So, land is fundamental resource essential for various human activities. It serves as a foundation for agriculture, housing, industry, and recreation. For making of cinema halls and all, we making using land. For making of malls and all, education centers, we are using land. We should understand the different types of land is crucial for effective land management, sustainable development, and environmental conservation. Then come to the classification of land. Land can be classified based on various criteria, including its use, ownership, physical characteristics, and more. Here we all explore the primary types of land based on usage and physical characteristics. Land can be classified based on various criteria, including its use, ownership, physical characteristics, and more. Here we all explore the primary types of land based on usage and physical characteristics. Then types of land based on usage. Types of land based on usage, agricultural land is there. So we can use agricultural land for the purposes of farming, agriculture, includes crop yields, orchards, vineyards and pastures. Examples are farmlands are there, rice paddies are there, apple orchards are there. Importance are essential for food production and sustenance of livestock. These are the importance of agricultural land is essential for food production and sustenance of livestock. Residential land description is land designated for housing purposes and residential purposes. It includes single family homes, apartment buildings, and residential complexes. Examples are urban neighborhoods serve urban communities, and the importance is provides living spaces for individuals and families. These are the importance of residential land. Provides you living spaces for individuals and families. That is the importance of residential land. Agricultural land, types of land based on usage, agriculture and residential land. Then types of land based on usage, commercial land, description, land used for business activities and commercial establishments. It includes shopping centers, office buildings and hotels. These are the description of commercial land used for this. Purpose is for making building of shopping centers, office buildings and hotels, for establishment of hotels and all, for establishment of shopping centers and all, and office buildings and all. Examples are malls are there, office parks are there, downtown town business districts are there. Importance is supports economic activities and provides services and jobs. So it supports economic activities and provides services and jobs. Then industrial land is your description is land designated for industrial activities such as manufacturing, warehousing and distribution. And examples are factories, warehouses, industrial parks. These are the examples of industrial land, factories, warehouses, and industrial parks. Importance crucial for production, storage, and distribution of goods. Then come to the recreational land. Description is land set aside for recreational and leisure activities. It includes parks, sports fields, and natural reserves. Examples are national parks, playgrounds, golf courses are the examples of recreational land. Importance is enhance quality of life, promotes physical and mental well-being. And institutional land description, land used for public and institutional purposes such as schools, hospitals, government buildings and religious institutions. Examples are universities, hospitals, courthouses, churches. And importance of institutional land is it provides you essential services and facilities to the community. So these are the importance and description about recreation land used for recreation purposes like parks, sports field and natural reserves. National park is there, playground is there, golf courses are there. These are examples of recreation land, and it enhances your quality of life, promotes your physical and mental well-being. If we have recreation land in our state, in our country, in our society, in our area, that helps you enhances quality of life and promotes physical and mental well-being. Institutional land is your descriptions are land used for public institutional purposes such as schools, hospitals, government buildings, and religious institutions. Examples are universities, hospitals, courthouses, churches. Importance provides essential services and facilities to the community. 10 types of land based on physical characteristics. Forest land is here, and the description of forest land is land covered by forest and trees. It includes tropical rainforest, temperate forest, and boreal forest. Examples are Amazon rainforest, Black Forest in Germany. These are example of forest land. And importance is it is vital for biodiversity, climate regulation, and timber resources. It is very important for timber. Timber means wood resources. So land is used for the purposes of production of timbers or wood. So land covered by forests and trees is called as forest land. It includes tropical rainforest, temperate forest and boreal forest. Amazon rainforest is here. Black forest in Germany is here. And importance, it is vital for biodiversity and for regulation of your climate and timber resources. Desert land is here. Description is arid land with minimal vegetation and low precipitation. It includes hot deserts like the Sahara and cold deserts like the Gobi. Examples are Sahara Desert, Atacama Deserts. Importance, unique ecosystem and mineral resources are the importance of desert land. Unique ecosystem and mineral resources are the importance of desert land. Arid land with minimal vegetation and low precipitation. It includes hot deserts like the Sahara and cold desert like the Gobi. Then types of land based on physical characteristics. Wetland is there, and description is land area saturated with water, either permanently or seasonally, includes marshes, swamps, and bogs. Examples are Florida Everglades, Sundarbans are examples of wetlands. Florida Everglades and Sundarban are examples of wetland. And this wetland is used saturated with water, either permanently or seasonally with water. including marshes, swamps, and bogs. Importance are it supports your diverse ecosystem, act as a natural water filters. Then grassland is their description is land dominated by grasses rather than large shrubs or trees. Includes prairies, savannas and steppes. Examples of grassland is North American prairies, African savannas are examples of grassland. Importance are important for grazing livestock, supports diverse wildlife. These are the examples of wetland used for these purposes, grassland used for these purposes. Importance is for grazing livestock and for support diverse wildlife. Grassland is very important for wildlife and all. In the forest, wetland is also important in the forest, either seasonally or permanently, including marshes, swamps, and bogs. And it supports diverse ecosystem and act as a natural water filters. It is good for the to maintain the ecological balance in the environment, for the natural environment ecosystem, to balance ecosystem. Wetland, grassland has its own importance in the natural environment. Then come to the mountainous land. Description is land characterized by high elevations and rugged terrain, includes mountain ranges and highlands. Examples are Himalayas and Rockies. Important is source of fresh water, recreational activities and unique ecosystem. These are examples of mountainous land. It is a source of fresh water, recreational activities and unique ecosystem. Coastal land is their description is land located along coastlines including beaches, cliffs and dunes. Examples are California coast, Great Barrier Reef coastline. These are examples of coastal land. Importance are supports marine biodiversity, tourism and fishing industry. These are examples of coastal land. It supports your marine biodiversity in that particular marine land, and tourism. It supports tourism, and it supports fishing industries, engaging fishing and all. The land located along coastal lines, including beaches, cliffs, and dunes, and all. These are the coastal land. And the mountainous lands are Himalayas, rocks, and all. These are the coastal mountainous land, source of fresh water, and source of recreational activities and all, and supports your ecosystem. Then comes the very important topic of your syllabus, Deva Matruka, Deva Matrika. Or definition is Deva Matruka refers to land that is considered sacred and is often associated with temples, religious rituals, and spiritual activities. Characteristics are sacredness. These lands are dedicated to deities and are often maintained by temples or religious trust. So if you see various temples, you can see Meenakshi temple is here, or Tirupati Balaji temple is here, or Shirdi Sai Baba temple is there. These are the land dedicated to deities and all, and maintained by temple priests and all, temple owners and all, religious trust and all. Because of sacredness of the place which devoted to this particular deities, particular god, and it is used for temple purposes and for religious trust. So usage restrictions are there. The use of Deva Matruka land is typically restricted to religious activities and rituals, not to any other purposes. This land is only used for the establishment or formation of temples and all, religious rituals and all, and for spiritual activities and all, for sacred activities and all. This land is used. So land devoted to Dev, land devoted to deities, land devoted to God, particular God. That is the meaning of Deva Matrika, Deva Matruka in English. And the land is used specifically for that purpose, restricted for that purpose, not for any other use. And is typically restricted to religious activities and rituals. Fertility and agriculture use, although these lands may be fertile, their primary purpose is not agriculture but religious. That is a religious use of land for the formation of temples and shrines and all, religious rituals and all, spiritual activities and all, not for agriculture purposes but for spiritual purposes, for religious purposes. This land has been used as name specified Deva Matruka, Deva Matrika. For fertility and agriculture use, although these land may be fertile, maybe it can be used for fertility, it can be used for agriculture, but cannot be used because it is restricted for religious activities, for religious purpose, for formation of temples and all. Preservation is there. There is often a strong emphasis on preserving the natural state of these lands to maintain their sensitivity, to maintain their sensitivity. Okay, there is often a strong emphasis on preserving the natural state of these lands to maintain their sensitivity of this land. This is about Deva Matruka, Deva Matruka. Then examples of our temple grounds are there, land surrounding sacred groves or trees, areas used for conducting religious festivals and ceremonies, for doing havan and konds and all, and puja, archana, anushthan, abhishek and all, aarti and all. So land used for these purposes, not for any other purposes. Maybe land is fertile land, maybe land soil is fertile, maybe land is good for crop production. But we restrict the use of land only for religious purposes, not for any other purposes. Like Gurdwara Singh Sahib is there in Patna. Golden Temple is there in Amritsar. That land has been used only for the religious purposes, not for any other purposes, not for the purposes of growing of crops and all, not for agriculture purposes, but for the religious purposes, for the conducting festivals and ceremonies, for conducting like Durga Puja, Ramayana, Katha and all. This land has been used for these purposes, for Mahabharata and all, or for Ramayana and all, and during Durga Puja and all. So this land is used only for these purposes, not for any other purposes. Then temple land, discussion about temple land is land on which temples and other religious structures are built. Examples, the land surrounding the Jagannath temple in Puri, the Meenakshi temple in Madurai. So that is land description. Land is used for religious structures are built. Land surroundings near Jagannath temple in Puri. That is sample land. Land surrounding near Meenakshi temple in Madurai. And the significance of these lands are considered by holy and are often the site of pilgrimage and rituals and festivals. Ashram land description, land used for spiritual retreats and hermitages. Examples are ashrams of Rishikesh, Ramana Maheshwari ashram in Tiruvannamalai, and the significance used for meditation, spiritual learning, retreats, and these lands are seen as places of peace and spiritual growth. Nadi Matruka is here, Nadi Matruka is here. Definition of Nadi Matruka refers to land that is adjacent to rivers and water bodies. This type of land is significant for its fertility and the role it plays in irrigations and agriculture. Characteristics of this land is proximity to water. These lands are located near rivers, streams, or other water bodies, making them highly fertile, suitable for agriculture. The primary advantage of Nadi Matruka land is it access to water for irrigation, which is crucial for cultivating crops. Economic importance is there due to their high fertility. These lands are often highly valued for agriculture production, and this environmental impact of these land. These lands play very important role, very significant role in maintaining the ecological balance system by supporting diverse flora and fauna. So this is a definition of Nadi Matruka refers to land that is adjacent to rivers and water bodies, and this type of land is significant for its fertility and the role it plays in irrigation and agriculture. And characteristics of this land is proximity to water. These lands are located near rivers and streams and other water bodies, and they are high in fertility and suitable for good for agriculture. Nadi Matruka land, and the advantages of Nadi Matruka land is good source of water for irrigation, and it is which is crucial for cultivating crops and all, and economic importance is there because land is high in fertility, and these lands are often highly valued for agriculture, production of crops and all, providing you high yield production of crops. and its environmental impact on Nadi Matrika in Nadi Matruka. These lands played a very important role in overall natural environment ecological balance by supporting your flora and fauna in the environment. This is about the Nadi Matruka. Then examples are river banks are there, floodplains are there, areas around lakes and ponds are there. So these are examples of Nadi Matruka, river banks, floodplains, areas around lakes and ponds. These are lands of Nadi Matruka, lands near river. Floodplains are there, areas around lakes and ponds, areas around rivers and all. River banks are there. That area is associated with the rivers. That is Nadi Matrika. River valleys are there. Description is land along river valleys that is fertile and suitable for agriculture. Examples are the Nile River Valley, the Brahmaputra Valley, and the significance is it provides rich soil for farming and supports dense population due to the availability of water. That is the significance of river valley. It provides you rich soil for farming and supports your dense population due to the availability of water. Wetlands are there. Description land areas that are situated with water either permanently or seasonally that are wetlands. Examples are Sundarban in West Bengal, Koluleru Lake in Andhra Pradesh. These are examples of wetlands. It supports biodiversity, acts as nature water filters, and provide resources for local communities. Wetlands. Then significance in ancient and modern context of land and land management types of land is Deva Matruka, Nadi Matruka, and Nadi Matruka. In ancient times, the classification of land such as Deva Matruka and Nadi Matruka was essential for land management and ensuring a sustainable use of resources near and around land and inland. And these classification helps in planning agricultural activities, religious practices, and urban development. These are the importance and significance of Asian and modern context. In Asian context, in ancient times, the types of land and classification land on the basis of Deva Matruka and Nadi Matruka. It is essential for land management and for efficient use of resources near and around land area, available around land area, and the classifications help in planning agricultural activities, religious practices, and urban development. Then comes the conclusion. Understanding the types of land through the lands of Deva Matruka and Nadi Matruka provides a unique perspective that integrates spiritual, cultural and practical aspects of land use. And this holistic approach emphasizes the need to respect and preserve these lands for their spiritual significance and their vital role in sustaining life and communities. The importance of land sustaining life and communities. And understanding different types of land is crucial for effective land planning, for environmental conservation, and sustainable development. Each type of land has unique characteristics and serve as for different purposes, contributing to the overall well-being of human society and the natural environment. Thank you all. By this, I ended class.